More than 3,000 people in the New South Wales Central West are being told to prepare to evacuate their homes. Major flood warnings are in place for areas around the Lachlan River near Forbes. The Wyangala Dam is overflowing at 104% capacity as a result of that torrential rain. It's put the river at risk of swelling to 10.55 metres by tomorrow. Forbes residents have been told to prepare to evacuate, with as many as 500 locals in low-lying areas at possible risk of inundation. The State Emergency Service has received 120 calls for help from Forbes residents in the past 24 hours. About 6,000 sandbags have had to be used to fortify homes. The SES warns the situation is likely to change and it can escalate quickly. Let's go to Forbes now, and joining us is the Mayor, Phyllis Miller. Phyllis, thanks for your time this morning. So what is the latest from where you are at the moment? How bad is it? Where's the threat?
The threat is, Pete, the water is coming. It takes about 4 or 5 days for the water to come from Wyangala Dam to Forbes. They've decreased their outflows to 50,000 megalitres a day, so that certainly is a benefit to us. That gives us time for the water to get away from Iron Bridge in Forbes. We're still sitting at the 10.55 peak, only that it is pushed out another 24 hours. So I think about Wednesday, we'll have a briefing at 10 o'clock this morning and know a little bit more.
How worried are you about this?
It's just so disappointing. You know, we were having bumper crops for our farming community. We've been through droughts, COVID, of course, and the mice plague. A lot of those farmers had to plant their crops twice because of the mice. And now, of course, they're going to be washed away. Had the wall at Wyangala been increased, we would not be, you and I would not be having this conversation today.
Wow. So how many crops are we talking about?
Oh, a huge amount. West of Forbes, down Gemalong, Bajerabong Way, there's an enormous amount of cropping down there, as well as in the upper catchment. As the water's coming in now and it's breaking the banks, it's certainly doing a lot of damage to cropping.
How many evacuations are we talking about? What's the latest with that respect, Phyllis?
Usually, Pete, we usually have a couple hundred, depending on the severity of the flood. A lot of people will stay, they will sandbag and they will stay with their homes. If we were to go over the 10.55, you would see a lot more evacuations. So we're just hoping the weather holds off. We can maintain these, these outflows can start to reduce, and I think we'll be okay. We're prepared very well.
Sorry, Phyllis. Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought you entered there, but when it comes to rainfall, is it still coming down, or is the worst of it past you?
Well, we're sunny today, but we're expecting more towards the weekend. So please God, it warms up, because it's been very cool as well. Warms up and we get some evaporation and no rain.
Well, so there's going to be much more coming from the dam then?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Well, our thoughts with you, Phyllis. Appreciate that. We might touch base with you later on in the week and check on how things are going. Our thoughts with those farmers too. That's a terrible run of events. Phyllis Miller, the Forbes Mayor, appreciate your time this morning.